President Shabatar, thank you for the introduction. I'm always glad to be introduced by a president who's not term limited. I have looked forward to coming here for many reasons. I was fascinated by the Quaker heritage of Guilford. It's important to me for a number of reasons. When I was president, my daughter attended and graduated high school from the Sidwell Friends School, where the students practiced a lot of traditional Quaker rituals, including community service and a moment of meaningful reflection where people could speak if they had something to say or say nothing if they didn't. I often thought it would be good if there were more Quakers in Congress when I was president. Hillary and I live in a little town in New York called Chappaqua, which was founded by the Quakers in the mid-1750s, about 80 years before the establishment of Guilford. So I am delighted to be here in a place where people believe you can prepare for the modern world without giving up on all traditional wisdom. One of the reasons I like the Quakers is that they were among America's first communitarians. That is, they believed in independent thought. They believed people could have political differences and differences of opinion over a wide range of matters, but they thought it was important to recognize that our freedom could best be realized within a community of shared values and a commitment to shared opportunities and shared responsibilities. I still think that's important. And in the world in which we live today, which is the most interdependent world in history, where actions half a world away can impact others, it is more important than ever before. So a lot of what I want to say tonight is really by way of setting up the questions that will be asked, whatever they are, and the answers that I will give, because I think that every person, without regard to your politics, needs a framework within which to view all of these apparently unconnected things that are going on in the world. And if you have the wrong framework, you won't get the right answers. So for whatever it's worth, here's mine. I spend, as you heard in the introduction, my life now largely running my foundation. I'm part of a global movement of non-governmental organizations, which interestingly enough took root strongly first in the United States in another place settled by the Quakers, Pennsylvania. In Philadelphia, before the Constitution was ratified, Benjamin Franklin organized our first non-governmental organization, a volunteer fire department. And he did it for the traditional reason, that is, for the same reason that people support the United Way today in their local communities. There is always going to be a gap between what the private sector can produce and the government can provide. And into that gap, citizens have stepped repeatedly in the United States.